What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. I don't know if you can see this or not, but it's the middle of April and it's snowing. Now this is a video that I've been wanting to make for a while, but I haven't gotten around to it till now. But this is my 2009 BMW 335i, and I want to talk about what it's been like to own this thing, because I've had it now for about just over a year. So that's what we're gonna go over in today's video. And yeah, now if you're new to the channel, my name is Josh and I like to make videos about cars, and this, like I said, is my E90 335i with the N54. So today's video, I'm gonna go over basically everything that I've done to the car, my plans for it, and everything that has given me problems, because I know a lot of people say that these are unreliable, but I haven't really experienced some of those issues. So I'm going to talk about my ownership experience. I know 1 year is kind of vague in a way, where you can't really judge it because 1 year owning a car isn't really that long. But this car, I don't know if you can see it or not. By the way, that warning is just letting me know it's cold outside. 203,000 kilometers, which for this car is quite a bit. So I'm going to talk about everything that's given me problems, and like I said, everything that I have planned for it. But look at the weather. This is crazy. It's the middle of April and it's snowing.
A few moments later.
Well, the weather cleared up nicely and we are almost at the spot to film this video, but I wanted to get some of the things out of the way that I've experienced with this car. So a year ago, when I initially bought it, this car did not come with the M Sport package, so I don't have paddle shifters, as you can see, which kind of sucks, but it wasn't exactly the spec that I wanted. The only reason why I bought it was because of the price. And one thing I've learned about that is don't buy cars because of the price. Buy it because you really like it and you really like the spec. So that's one thing that I get out of the way. Another thing too is that a year ago, like I said, when I bought this car, it wasn't perfect. I brought it home, and the same day that I brought it home, the engine light came on, and I took it back to the dealer that I bought it from, because I did buy it from a dealer, not private party, and it was at the dealer for like 2 or 3 weeks, and they had to change a bunch of stuff on it. That includes a high pressure fuel pump and 3 injectors, because the fuel trims were all over the place. I did scan the car before I took it to them, and it was throwing a System 2 lean code. So that means there's more air than fuel in the air-fuel ratio, and it throws off a whole bunch of stuff, and it could be very bad for your engine running a car very lean. So I took it back to them and they fixed it. And the bill was crazy, but thankfully I didn't pay for it because they said they'd cover it. If you guys want me to go over like pricing and all that in terms of how much it costed to fix it initially and how much it cost for me to get it to where it is today, I'll make another video on that, because I don't have exact prices on things right now. But we're almost at the spot, so enjoy this little short clip of my 2009 BMW 335i. Well, we've made it, and we're gonna start under the hood, because the first thing that you'll notice about this car is it's stock.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
And I know a lot of people are going to ask me, well, why would you buy a BMW, especially an N54, and not mod it? Well, as you can see in this engine bay, there are a lot of things that are plastic. This is plastic. This is plastic. The valve cover's plastic. This is plastic. That's plastic. The water pump is plastic. The thermostat is plastic. And there are so many things, this being a 2009, that would need to be replaced in order to make this thing reliable enough to tune it and modify it. A couple months ago, actually maybe last summer, I was driving this car and I got a coolant light on. I pulled over to the side of the road and it was leaking coolant everywhere because the water pump cracked. So I had to buy a water pump and a thermostat because it's recommended to do both of them at once, and I replaced those myself. So that is one of the first things that went on this car. But there are some things about it that I have modified and done to it, because originally I was going to go out and do a full build on this car before I decided not to. That being the front bumper and the front lip. This is an M Sport front bumper and front lip that I got for it. And also, if we go around back, the rear bumper and rear diffuser are also.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get it.
I lost this piece. I was driving and I lost this piece. There's a little piece that goes right between the bumper and the diffuser, and it clips into these holes, and I guess that it was kind of loose and I lost that piece. So I need to buy a new piece for that, because that just kind of completes the whole look. But anyway, getting back to it, I changed out the rear bumper and the rear diffuser, and that's about it mod wise that I've done on this car. I haven't done anything serious. The wheels that came with this car, I didn't buy those. They were on this car when I bought it, and the only other thing that I've done was debadged it, because this car is X-Drive, and this car performed exceptionally well in the winter. So yeah, that is probably one of the things that really stands out about this car. All the plastics and all the unreliable components. Like I said, this being a 2009, stuff's gonna wear out and they are compromised, so you do have to replace all those things before you can get into any type of modifications, especially tuning the car and running more horsepower. Aside from that though, I've always wanted this car. Growing up, I really like this body style, and I think it's probably one of the best, if not the best looking 3 Series generation. And I really wanted this car, and I'm fortunate enough to have owned it and have experienced all those things, because I don't take my cars to a shop to get them repaired. Whatever needs to be done to it, I do it myself. And I've learned so many things owning this car, you know, in the past year. So yeah, this car has been a learning experience. It has been kind of terrifying at times, because when things break, you don't want them to break, but they go anyway and you have to deal with it. So that being said, it has been a bit of a learning experience, but it's been fun. And that goes on to my next thing that I wanted to talk about, is I'm actually planning on selling this car. I haven't decided how much I'm going to sell it for. It's not even listed yet for sale, but I am planning on selling this car. And it's not because it's a bad car or anything like that. It's because of all the reasons I just talked about, is that I do want to modify a car and I want to go in and do a whole build. Especially now doing this, I made it my goal to make YouTube videos this year. I want to do a build on a car, and this car isn't the car to do it. Though it would be fun to go out and throw a single turbo kit on this car and like do everything to it, single turbo, you know, upgrade intercooler, all that stuff, and run like a ton of power. There's so many 335i's on the internet that have single turbos, and at this point it's kind of just like pretty common, so to speak. So I want to do kind of a unique build on another car, and in order to do that I have to get rid of this car and move on from it so that I could start another build. Now, if I had to do it all over again, the only thing I'd probably do different is get a manual instead of an automatic. The manuals in these cars are so highly sought after, but doing a manual swap on an all-wheel drive is a bit of an extensive process, and it is actually very hard to find a manual transmission for an all-wheel drive E90. So if I had to do it all over again, I'd probably get a manual, because the 6-speed in this car is okay, but it's not that great and it doesn't shift that fast. So yeah, I think that covers most of the stuff that I wanted to talk about with this car. But let's get some sound clips, because this car is stock. There's nothing about it that is aftermarket in any way. It's a stock exhaust, stock downpipe, everything. So let's get some sound clips and then we will wrap up the video. From a stock standpoint, it sounds okay, but obviously it needs an exhaust. But anyways guys, I think that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys like this video, be sure to give it a like and hit that subscribe button and the bell so that you don't miss any future videos. Yeah, you might see 1 or 2 more videos with this car, and then we're moving on to the next one. And mark my words, it's going to be a really awesome car. But that's going to be it. I still need to get this piece before I sell the car, or maybe find it because it did drop off somewhere. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.